Good evening, warm welcome to the program. Today we are going to take up one more important question in the supply chain. This time we are going to see something related to warehouse, possibly helpful if you are looking for a job in warehouse. Let me attach the screen so that we can straight away start discussing. Today, our session number is 109. If you have missed any of our session, you are always welcome to visit YouTube and check there. Coming to the question, what are the performance measures for warehouse management? So, these measures can be also called as KPI or key performance indicator. This can be different for various level. If you are working at a entry level, it can be different. Middle level, it can be different. As a head of warehouse, it can be different. So general kind of KPI we will see which are most important in warehouse operation. You may also have to check if the warehouse is very big, then there will be a small team heading a particular function. For example, picking team would be headed by a supervisor, inwards is headed by another executive, like that. Okay, here we will see overall measurement. Let us see the first KPI could be physical inventory accuracy. Here we are not talking about planning the inventory, but warehouse people are going to act as a custodian for the inventory. So you should match the system stock with the physical stock, and it should be more than 90%, especially if you have 50,000 or 1 lakh SKU. On the other hand, if you have less than 10,000 components, then you should be able to achieve around 99 to 99.5 level accuracy. Okay. But here we are not talking about value, total aggregate inventory value. You are talking about part wise, SKU wise, what is the system stock versus physical stock, and this can be one of the important metric. And in case of productivity, we should also measure per hour or per shift number of pallets or cases or trucks loaded or unloaded or unpacked or packed, maybe how many components you are counting, or like that. Okay, so the productivity, especially of blue collar workers, can be dependent on how many units of work. Maybe it could be also picking, picking number of units per hour can also be a measurement. At the same time, we have to also see how better we can do it. This is where picking accuracy comes into picture. I have seen in my previous organization, each picking list can be 500 or 600 item SKUs, each with a different quantities, especially if the warehouse is attached to a manufacturing plant. The picking is not so easy because you may not have all the barcode or RFID available. Many times the counting of component will be manual, and you will see different sizes, shapes, weight of this component. In such case, assume that 500 line item, even it could go up to 5,000 components, because different line item may have a different quantity. This is where the warehouse team, or specifically picking team, has to ensure that the quantity mentioned in the picking list and actually picked is perfect. Maybe in the have gone for lot of automation, their picking accuracy they are able to ensure above 99.9%. But in manual, especially when you are dealing with thousands of SKU which are unpacked, quantities are different and no barcode, this can be a real challenging work. And in warehouse operation, we are using a lot of moving items, including forklift or the overhead cranes. So safety is of paramount importance. Also, we use high raise racks. So it is always limited by number of items that can be stored in a particular level, because depending upon weight bearing capacity of these items. So one of the critical area is to avoid accident, and in case if we are not able to avoid, at least we have to minimize the near miss accident is a stage previous to the accident. Okay, we should also observe this and record it, because these are also requirement of safety function. Or in India, the factor of say inspector of factories can visit the warehouse and inspect. And in case of any accident, it must be also reported, depending upon how many man hours are lost. Okay. The next one important for the warehouse senior personnel, maybe like a warehouse manager, they should talk about space utilization. Okay. Maybe in case of warehouse, we are talking about a cubic space utilization, because we are going to use vertical space. So always the top executive will put pressure on the warehouse manager to optimize the space, use the space economically. At the same time, you should prevent accident, and also the item should be easily accessible. So this objective is somewhat conflicting, but you should be in a position to manage both. Okay. Finally, 5S in the current industrial environment, it is expected, especially in the lean and just-in-time kind of environment, you should ensure that these warehouses look like a supermarket. Okay, everything must be clean. Everything must be the route or path must be painted. There should be a clear indication what items, where it is available, and this item must be easily accessible. You don't need to have a ladder unless you are planned like that. So it should give an impression for the visitor that you are entering into the supermarket. Such is the expectation. Of course, if you need to know what is 5S, you can Google up. This is a Japanese term for the cleanliness and orderliness. Okay, these are also important factor in the warehouse performance measurement. With this, I will stop the brief introduction on warehouse KPI. If anyone of you watching live, if you have any queries, you can type in either in YouTube chat or LinkedIn comment, so that I can respond. Also, if you have any specific question related to supply chain, you are always welcome to send it to me or our team, so that it can be taken in the coming session. Thanks for watching. Have a nice evening. Bye.